2025 Small Front Yard Makeover Ideas Modern Minimalist Design Tips for Effortless Curb Appeal. Hey there, Dream Room family. Welcome back. If you've ever stood in front of your home or stepped into a small room and thought, something's missing, then this video is for you. Because in 2025, small spaces are no longer a limitation. They're a canvas for creativity. Whether you're living in a cozy apartment, a compact townhouse, or simply want to make your front yard, bedroom, or home office feel more alive, the secret isn't in size, it's in design intention. Maybe you're someone who loves decorating with natural textures, repurposing what you already have, or bringing warmth into your home with simple DIY touches. Maybe you crave calm, balance, and that I can finally breathe here feeling after a long day. You don't need a big budget or a design degree, just curiosity, care, and a little inspiration. Today, we're exploring modern minimalist curb appeal, small front yard garden ideas that will completely change how you see your outdoor space. By the end, you'll see how even the tiniest area can feel elegant, spacious, and truly you. So grab your cup of tea, take a deep breath, and let's begin transforming your home, one beautiful detail at a time. And hey, if you love ideas that make small spaces feel extraordinary, don't forget to subscribe to Dream Room, where every corner of your home can become a story worth sharing. Part 1: Rethinking Curb Appeal. From overgrown to organized, when most people look at their small front yard, they see limits, not potential. Maybe there's a patch of uneven grass, a few scattered pots, or decorations that don't quite match. But here's the truth: your space isn't too small, it's just waiting for structure. In 2025, modern design is all about intentional simplicity, clean lines, balanced textures, and thoughtful flow that makes even a compact yard look like it belongs in a design magazine. Imagine stepping outside your door and seeing a space that feels calm, organized, and inviting, not cluttered or chaotic. Think of straight paths that guide your eyes, soft neutral tones that ground you, and greenery that breathes life into every corner. When you remove the excess and define clear zones, a walkway, a planter area, a welcoming porch corner, your front yard transforms from random to refined. This isn't just about appearance, it's emotional too. A tidy, intentional entryway instantly lifts your mood and tells visitors, someone cares here. It's like decluttering your mind, one stone, one leaf at a time. Up next, we'll explore the secret design element that leads the eye, widens space, and adds a sense of harmony even in the smallest yards: the power of pathways. Part 2: The Power of Pathways. Lines that lead the eye. Think of a pathway as more than just a way to get from the sidewalk to your door. It's your home's first impression. In small front yards, the right path design can completely shift how people experience your space. A narrow or awkward area suddenly feels open, connected, and intentional. Modern minimalist pathways in 2025 are all about clean geometry and smart materials. Large pavers set in gravel, smooth concrete tiles, or even stepping stones with soft moss in between. Each option adds rhythm and movement. Straight lines create a sense of order, while gentle curves add flow and curiosity, guiding your guests forward like a visual invitation. If you're a creative soul who loves DIY touches, you can build this look yourself using recycled bricks, natural stones, or eco-friendly grids that let rainwater soak through. Every detail counts: the texture of the path, the space between the tiles, the way sunlight hits the surface at dawn. A well-designed pathway doesn't just organize your yard, it defines it. It's the thread that ties your entire space together, calm, purposeful, and effortlessly beautiful. Next, we'll bring your front yard to life with a modern twist: sculptural greenery that turns nature into art. Part 3: Sculptural Greenery. Turning nature into living art. Now that your pathway has set the tone, it's time to let nature take center stage. But not just any greenery. We're talking about sculptural plants that act like living art pieces. In 2025, design lovers are embracing the idea that plants can express personality, structure, and emotion all at once. Imagine a single agave standing proudly beside your entryway, its bold lines echoing the geometry of your path, or a row of neatly shaped boxwoods framing your front steps like quiet guardians of style. These plants don't shout, they whisper elegance. They create balance, movement, and harmony without cluttering your small space. If you prefer something softer, try ornamental grasses that dance with the breeze, or potted olive trees that add Mediterranean calm. For those who love low-maintenance beauty, succulents or evergreens keep their shape year-round with little care. The trick is to treat every plant like a sculpture. Give it space to breathe. Let light and shadow define its form. Your yard will instantly feel curated, calm, and timeless. In the next part, we'll explore how to make your space feel layered and visually rich, even in the smallest corner, with the magic of texture and natural contrast. Part 4: Layered texture and natural contrast. Creating depth in small spaces when you're working with a small yard. Every inch matters, and that's where layering becomes your secret weapon. Texture is what turns a flat, simple garden into a living, breathing landscape. It's not just about color, it's about how light plays across different surfaces. Smooth stone beside rough bark, glossy leaves next to matte gravel. Tall grasses brushing against low succulents. Think of it like decorating your living room. You wouldn't fill it with one color or one fabric. The same goes for your garden. Mix shapes, heights, and materials to create visual rhythm. A raised bed with pebbles and herbs. A corner with a soft fern beside a sturdy pot of lavender. That gentle contrast draws the eye and makes the space feel larger than it really is. If you love natural materials, this is your time to shine. Use wood, clay, or stone, not plastic. Add a few DIY details like a driftwood border or a handmade planter to make the space personal and soulful. Texture gives your garden movement and meaning. It tells a quiet story of balance between nature and design. Up next, we'll define that story even more clearly with one subtle design secret: clean edges for a clear mind. Part 5: Clean edges, clear mind. The subtle art of definition. There's something deeply satisfying about a space with crisp, clean lines, where every border feels intentional, every corner defined. That's the power of edging. It's one of those details that most people overlook, yet it's the secret that separates a tidy, designer-looking yard from one that feels unfinished. In small spaces, boundaries matter. When your garden beds, walkways, and lawn are clearly separated, everything suddenly looks more balanced and serene. You can use metal edging for a modern touch, stone borders for a natural vibe, or even reclaimed wood planks for a rustic DIY version. Each choice adds personality and clarity. Edging doesn't just look good, it also makes life easier. It keeps gravel where it belongs, stops mulch from spilling, and saves time on maintenance. It's practical beauty, the kind that quietly supports your space while keeping it polished. Think of edging as the frame to your artwork. It doesn't compete for attention, it enhances what's already there. Once those borders are clean, your mind follows, less clutter, more calm. Next, we'll warm up the modern look with a design palette that feels grounded, cozy, and effortlessly elegant. The Warm Minimalist Palette. Part 6: The Warm Minimalist Palette. Calm, cozy, and modern minimalism doesn't have to feel cold or sterile. In 2025, the new trend is warm minimalism, a blend of clean design and natural comfort that makes your home's exterior feel inviting, not distant. The secret lies in choosing a soft, balanced color palette and pairing it with tactile materials that speak to the senses. Start with neutral tones, soft grays, sand beige, stone white, and layer in warmth through wood, clay, or terracotta accents. A concrete walkway beside a wooden bench, a beige gravel bed with warm-toned planters, or a matte black pot beside sunlit grass. Each detail adds harmony and quiet sophistication. If you're the kind of person who loves a cozy, grounded atmosphere, this style feels like home. It mirrors the calm we all crave after a busy day. The same peace you find in a tidy bedroom or a softly lit home office. And the best part, it's timeless. Warm minimalism doesn't follow fads, it evolves with you. You can even refresh old pieces, repaint planters with lime wash, or use natural stains on wood furniture for a fresh, modern tone. Next, we'll bring this harmony closer to your front door with thoughtful design flow, the beauty of porch and garden integration. Part 7: Porch and Entry Harmony. Where your home says welcome, your front porch is more than a step before the door. It's your home's first conversation with the world. It's where guests pause, where you take a breath after work, and where your home's personality begins to shine. When your porch design flows naturally into your front yard, it creates a seamless story, one that feels balanced, elegant, and deeply personal. Start by echoing colors, shapes, or textures between the porch and garden. If your walkway features gray pavers, use matching pots near the door. If your garden leans earthy and warm, Add a wooden bench or woven baskets beside your entryway. Small details like a soft doormat, a cluster of planters, or a lantern on each side of the steps can make your entrance feel intentional, not accidental. The goal is unity, not perfection. When your porch and front yard share a visual language, your space feels curated yet effortless, as if nature and design are having a quiet conversation. And for those who love DIY touches, this is where creativity thrives. Repaint old pots, use thrifted furniture, or build a small planter shelf. Up next, we'll transform your yard into something magical when the sun goes down, with lighting that breathes life into your nights. Part 8: Lighting that breathes life at night. The glow of modern calm when daylight fades, most small yards vanish into shadow, but with the right lighting, yours can come alive in the most beautiful way. Light is emotion. It defines mood, depth, and character, turning even the simplest space into something extraordinary after dark. In 2025, outdoor lighting isn't just for safety, it's for storytelling. Picture this: soft golden path lights guiding you home, warm uplights gently highlighting your favorite plants, and subtle wall sconces casting patterns across textured walls. Every glow tells a story, not of brightness, but of warmth. It's that quiet magic you feel on a summer evening when your garden seems to hum with peace. You don't need an electrician or a huge budget. Solar-powered lights, rechargeable lanterns, or LED strips under your steps are affordable and sustainable options. Experiment with angles and intensity until you find a look that feels like you. Lighting reminds us that design isn't only about what's seen, it's about what's felt. It turns your small yard into a retreat, calm and alive at once. Next, we'll make that serenity last with smart, sustainable choices. Low-maintenance ground covers that keep your garden effortlessly stunning. Part 9: Sustainable ground covers. Beauty without the burden. If you've ever spent a weekend mowing or watering grass that never quite looks right, this one's for you. In 2025, homeowners are letting go of high-maintenance lawns and embracing low-effort, eco-friendly ground covers that look beautiful year-round. The goal isn't perfection, it's balance. Less work, more life. Imagine stepping outside and seeing a smooth carpet of creeping thyme that releases a gentle fragrance under your feet, or a minimalist gravel bed that gleams softly in the evening light. These alternatives save water, reduce maintenance, and give your front yard a clean, modern look that still feels organic. For nature lovers, this is design with purpose. You can mix textures, soft moss, river pebbles, or recycled bark to add movement and visual calm. And for small spaces, these materials help define clear zones while keeping your yard uncluttered. Choosing sustainable ground covers isn't just smart landscaping, it's a mindset shift. It says, I care for beauty, but I also care for the earth. And when every square foot of your yard reflects that care, it becomes more than decor, it becomes harmony. Next, we'll explore how to bring stillness and flow together with one transformative idea: geometric water and rock features. Part 10: Geometric water and rock features. Calm sophistication in motion. There's something mesmerizing about the sound of water, soft, rhythmic grounding. It turns even the busiest street into a moment of peace. In 2025, modern minimalist gardens are reimagining that ancient serenity through geometric water and rock features. Sleek, structured, and perfectly balanced for small spaces. You don't need a large fountain or elaborate pond. A simple rectangular basin, a tabletop waterfall, or a Zen rock arrangement can transform your front yard into a sanctuary. The key is geometry, clean lines, smooth surfaces, and natural textures that reflect light and calm the mind. Think black stone bowls with gentle ripples, or layered pebbles arranged in subtle patterns. These elements aren't just decoration, they create rhythm. Water softens the sharpness of concrete, while rocks ground the flow, a harmony of stillness and motion. If you love natural sounds and peaceful mornings, this design invites that tranquility right to your doorstep. Add a few plants nearby, perhaps grasses or small succulents, and you'll have a space that feels curated yet effortless. Next, we'll bring harmony full circle with one timeless design principle that always works: balanced symmetry for instant visual order. Part 11: Balanced symmetry. The secret to effortless order. When a front yard feels off balance, it's rarely the size, it's the symmetry. Our eyes naturally crave harmony, and that's why balanced design instantly feels peaceful and polished. In 2025, Symmetry isn't about making everything identical. It's about creating rhythm and visual calm that guides the eye with ease. Picture two identical planters framing your door, or matching lanterns glowing softly on each side of your walkway. Even simple pairings, a tree mirrored by a tall shrub, a bench balanced with a potted fern, can bring quiet order to a small space. The effect is subtle but powerful. Your home feels more grounded, intentional, and inviting. You don't need perfection, just balance. For creative homeowners, this might mean playing with soft symmetry, repeating colors or textures instead of identical objects. Maybe your left corner has a clay pot and your right holds a lantern in the same tone. The harmony remains. When every piece feels like it belongs, your front yard stops being a collection of items and becomes a composition. Its design is meditation, steady, centered, whole. Up next, we'll make your outdoor space truly yours, with personal touches that turn generic decor into a reflection of you. Part 12: Personal Touch. From generic to genuine, a beautiful yard means little if it doesn't feel like you. The most memorable spaces aren't copied from catalogs, they tell a story. In 2025, small front yard design is becoming more personal than ever, blending aesthetics with emotion. This is where your creativity shines. Add a handmade touch. Paint a favorite quote on a stepping stone, create a mosaic from leftover tiles, or repurpose an old wooden chair as a plant stand. These details don't just decorate, they connect. They remind you of who you are, what you love, and how far you've come. If you have kids or love DIY weekends, let the family join in. Handprint stones, driftwood arrangements, or mini clay pots shaped by your own hands. The imperfections make it beautiful. Even the smallest accent, a candle holder by the porch, a wind chime that hums softly, a basket of dried flowers, turns your space into a living reflection of your story. When a visitor steps into your yard, they shouldn't just see design, they should feel warmth. That's what separates a decorated home from a loved one. Next, we'll explore clever ways to achieve that charm without overspending, low-budget, high-impact hacks anyone can do. Part 13: Low-budget, high-impact hacks. Style that doesn't break the bank. Designing your dream front yard doesn't have to drain your wallet. In fact, the most creative transformations often come from working with what you already have. In 2025, minimalism meets resourcefulness, and that's where the magic happens. Start with repurposing. Turn old baskets into hanging planters, use glass jars as lanterns, or repaint weathered pots with earthy matte tones for a modern refresh. Dollar stores and thrift shops are gold mines for hidden gems. A simple $5 light or a woven rug can completely change your porch vibe. Nature is your best design partner. Gather stones, branches, or dried leaves to add organic charm. Layer textures with jute, clay, or terracotta for warmth that feels handcrafted, not mass-produced. Even recycled wood pallets can become chic vertical planters or benches with a little sanding and paint. Remember, beauty isn't about how much you spend. It's about how thoughtfully you create. Every DIY piece carries a bit of your energy, your story, your care. These small acts of creativity make your space feel richer, not cluttered. And when design is made with heart, even the simplest corner feels priceless. Next, we'll end with something just as powerful: mindful maintenance, the quiet ritual that keeps your sanctuary thriving. Part 14: Maintenance Made Mindful. The ritual of a living space design doesn't end when the decor is done. It lives in the way you care for it. In 2025, the new trend isn't constant upgrading. It's mindful maintenance, simple habits that keep your home feeling calm, fresh, and loved. Because when you nurture your space, it nurtures you back. Think of your weekly garden routine as a reset for your soul. Sweep fallen leaves, trim plants, wipe down pots, and water slowly, not as chores but as moments of presence. Add a 5-minute porch tidy-up every Sunday evening to start the week lighter. These rituals make your small yard, balcony, or home office feel alive and intentional. Even the smallest gestures matter: refilling a bird bath, lighting an outdoor candle at dusk, or rearranging a few pots with the changing seasons. They remind you that design isn't frozen in time. It's a living story that grows with you. Mindful upkeep also helps you notice beauty in imperfection. A crack in a pot, moss between stones, sunlight shifting through leaves. It's proof that your space is real. And now, as every element comes together, we close with a final reflection. Your space, your story, the heart of modern living. Your space, your story. A modern home reimagined. Every inch of your home, from the smallest porch corner to your front walkway, holds potential. You've seen how simplicity, warmth, and intention can turn even the tiniest space into a place that feels peaceful, stylish, and yours. But beyond the tiles, lights, and plants, design is about something deeper. It's about connection. The way your garden greets you in the morning, the comfort your bedroom brings at night, or the calm of your work-from-home nook. These are reflections of your inner life. You don't need luxury or perfection. You just need awareness, the courage to look at your space and ask, how do I want to feel here? Because when you design from that emotion, every corner becomes meaningful. Every detail tells your story. So whether you start with a single planter, a fresh coat of paint, or a weekend declutter, remember, transformation happens one mindful choice at a time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which idea inspired you most today? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share your small space transformation, and let's inspire each other to create homes that truly feel alive. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to Dream Room, where every episode helps you design, decorate, and dream your way toward a more beautiful life.